You can see the other pelton turbine. I've printed the ring to it already to be able to connect it with the other pelton wheel, hoverboard motor. I have these clamps printed so I can mount it. Now I just have to get the turbine to mount it. Let's see if I'll be able to or if it's still frozen. So that's what it looks like now. It's still icy, but I think I can turn it off and remove it. Since it's very sunny today, don't know if you can tell, the batteries are full anyway. And when the batteries are full or the solar is producing very much power, this doesn't produce anything because the voltage goes up too much. So I can as well shut it down because it's just wasting water, and try to improve to a dual motor system. I want to show you how the inside looks like. It's almost like there was no water in there. So this, I mean, it is wet, but if you look at it from the outside, it's completely frozen, and here it is so protected, and there's so much heat building up, seems like, that there's no ice building inside of here at all, which is very nice. That's it. Looks fine. So let me show what my plan is. You see the wheel from the back now, or from the front. And my plan is to put a second motor right here, connected with this ring to this one, clamp it together. So this spins as one big wheel, mounted right here. Whoops. With the similar clamps like on the other side, like so. I'll have to shorten this distance here to be able to build exactly the same like here to mount this, and then we'll have a dual motor setup. Let's go. I will now make sure that everywhere where I added one of these threaded rods, that I first put another nut on top, so this bucket is properly clamped before I add the second motor to it. Otherwise there would be one nut missing. That's what it looks like now. Now I'll try to add the second motor to it. and it's not very easy. I'll first have to loosen all of these again so they have a little play in it. Then I will insert this, and then I think I'll be able to mount it. Well, that was it for now. I got impatient, placed it horizontally and tried to hammer it in with this one, but yeah, I broke it. I'll have to reprint that and then do the patient way and try probably to insert one by one instead of first putting all four in the bottom one and then trying to apply the other one. Yeah. Well, you gotta be patient sometimes. Or learn the hard way. So I went back inside, printing the same ring, just a little stronger. I was thinking about, well, is this the right way? Because in the first place I wanted to save trash. Now I produced more trash, but redesigning this would take a long time, and since I don't know if my theory is even right that two motors will perform better than one, I will do it this way, and if it turns out that I'm correct, then in summer I can still think about redesigning it. So we will do this. This will take right about, doesn't tell, but I know it's gonna be 3 hours of printing, and then we will do it again and do it patiently. Now, as long as the 3D printer is doing its job, I will try to figure out how I have to shorten this bracket right here. I'll have to move this complete. I have to shorten this, I have to shorten this, and then move this, and this horizontal part right in here to be able to mount these clamps to it. I will do that while the 3D printer is doing its job. So to be able to mount this bracket right here, where the second motor is attached to, I usually use these. They slide right into these aluminum profiles. But since I have only one left, I'm just using normal nuts. Those are M5 nuts, they also go in there. It's not as strong, or you might damage the profile maybe, but it's all I have right now, and here in Bulgaria it's a hassle to find special stuff like that, so I have to order it in Germany, get it from there, and then transport it to Bulgaria. So this can now still slide relatively easy. I just want to mount these, so then I can hold it like this, measure the distance right here from this post to this one, and then know how much I have to cut the other ones here. Now I've clamped the two motors together, attached my rail system right here, and now can measure the distance here that I then have to cut from this piece. Actually, I did it different. I did not cut them. Instead of having this post and this post right at the edge of it, I just moved it inside. So I don't have to cut this, because if I cut it wrong, well, then the distance is still incorrect. And by mounting it this way, I can still move this in this direction. I can move this in this direction, so I'm actually more flexible. And here I did the same. This post is way too long, but it doesn't, it's not a problem anywhere. Same here. And as you can see, although I didn't connect the wheels yet, they already are spinning perfectly together. I built this from the top down, so I first connected these, then these, then these, then connected it down here, and then tightened it down here, so I have a perfect distance up here. That's how it looks from this side. Let's wait for the ring to be printed, and then I have to take this off again, take the wheel out, and then connect them properly. So the print is complete. I removed these threaded rods, these two, and then was able to mount the bottom two, so this one and the one in the back. And now I just have to insert this here and this one right through there, and then I should be able to clamp it together, not too tight, but so it's nice and connected. So that's what it now looks like. Turn this really slow and look at this edge right here. I think that looks alright. We see no gap in here. Actually, in this section there's kind of a rubber, so we compressed this and it's now sandwiched together, so I think this will hold good. Now I'll just mount it right here, and then we are almost done. Now I've just checked the alignment of the nozzle with my flashlight again. I made a separate video on how I do that. Of course, resistance is a little higher now since we have two of them. Yeah, we'll leave that for now and install it. A few words about the wiring. Each of these motors has its own bridge rectifier, one here, one here. So it's first getting converted from 3-phase to 2 phases. Then here's our first cable is minus, the plus, So this goes to the MPPT, the charger. Then the plus is getting around here, going to minus, and then the plus again goes to the charger. This way we should have double the voltage, I hope. And since we have our bottleneck is the voltage, that should solve our problem. Probably I'll make a second video where I show the installation, because this video is already getting pretty long. I hope it was interesting. Let me know what you think, if this will work or if there are any issues that I might run into that I haven't seen yet. And see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye bye.